universe.
Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 73. We are here after 619 Day. San Diego Loyal beat Phoenix Rising 2-1 at home, remaining unbeaten at Torero Stadium. We're going to go ahead and talk all about that. We're also going to go ahead and get into a little bit of the Euros, the last week of the group stages this week. We're going to take a look at the tables. Who's already qualified? Denmark surprisingly pulled it off and have qualified. One of the many teams that I've gone through. Copa America results, it's pretty boring, honestly, but it's going to be Brazil versus Argentina at the end. We'll still talk about it a little bit, but the bulk of it is going to be soccer. I'll just mention it off the top. NBA playoffs are happening. My Clippers, Western Conference Finals. They lost against the Suns. Game 1. No Kawhi still. Paul George is doing wonderful work.
Not as good as Booker.
That's true.
And then on the East, we got the Nets. The Nets losing.
Lost. That's crazy.
In overtime. So it's going to be also the 76ers.
Yeah.
So it's the Hawks against the Bucks. So it's going to be one of these players is going to get the first ring. Devin Booker, Paul George. As we have a plane passing by.
Literally, we live right next to the Navy base. Thank you for your service. Blue Angels. Usually if it's close enough, like I get a little like rattled, like I have to go check, like, oh fuck, like hopefully it does. That's one of my fears, like a jet crashing. It happened here in San Diego like years ago, like a jet just crashed into a couple houses, and yeah, so it's possible. All right,
so you got the Hawks versus Milwaukee.
So Hawks, Milwaukee, Suns, Clippers, and that's semifinals.
I want the Suns to take it all.
You want the Suns to take it all for Chris Paul? I like that. I like that. Everybody who's like here for soccer may not have an idea who any of these people are, but there we go. So let's start early in the week, right? So early in the week we had Chelas con Chavos at the store. So that was pretty cool. So that was pretty cool. We were nagging, honestly, the team and people in charge since before the pandemic, probably like episode 5, like it was just, hey, like it would be really cool, like if you let us do a podcast. And yeah, there have been podcasts there before. However, we are the first San Diego soccer podcast to do a podcast from within the store, the shop, the office, with video. So let's put some respect on our name. But yeah, so that was cool. We got there towards the end by the time that they were closing. Shout out to se me está yendo este vato. The guy that was closing for the shop. Thank you for letting us wait there just a couple more minutes as we
How do you forget his name, bro? Come on.
What's his name then?
That's not the point, dude. You forgot it.
So we dragged the table and everything outside so he could close up shop and just we put everything away.
Bought a shirt for my sister.
You did?
Yeah.
You did. So this is kind of how the setup looked like. I was kind of happy with it.
Oh yeah.
Very flowery shirt.
People told me that, hey, like that looked pretty good. Looked really professional. It looked great.
Neta que sí. Honestly,
the soundboard makes it look so legit.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roadcaster.
Thank you, credit card. But no, so this is something that we are able to do, and is take the show on the road whenever we can, whenever we want.
We want to do this at a tailgate.
Yes. So at the tailgate.
I think they're calling it Bellgate or something like that. No.
It's the
bum gate.
It's the bum gate, parking lot. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
So this was a couple days before 619 Day, so they did, purvey us with some of the stuff that they were going to be giving away. Chavos de Loyal. It was a good talk with them. Again, we were trying to get into exactly the essence, the ethos, pathos, and logos también, I think, of what Chavos de Loyal is. So you have to be able to understand what Chavo in essence is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we went over that. So check that episode out. We showed a couple clips. People responded pretty well to it.
Yeah, Kevin kept telling us about like the identity that supporters group need and what the identity for Chavos is, and Shout out to Adrian, dude. You're fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, Adrian is not only a monster drummer who breaks his drums because he's cheering so hard and drumming so hard for his team, San Diego Loyal.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's hilarious as hell, man. Shout out to everybody able.
Ya dijo que les va a cobrar los drumsticks a Loyal.
Yeah. I mean, write him off, right? But we did want to play a little bit of the segment because we had a couple people who were like, wow, I really wish I knew what Kevin said, because what he said was coming from the heart. You can tell, even people who don't speak Spanish, they knew, like, this is it. This is something important as far as what he believes as a president should be the identity of Chavos, and something that he's been trying and wants to bring in a little bit more. So we do this and we do that.
Especialmente para la raza que todavía no
Showing
puede porque supuestamente por el logo, por todo, porque el branding que no le llama, no representa lo que representa San Diego. Ese es o cuando nosotros tenemos que poner pie frente y empezar algo y representar a San Diego como queremos.
Not a really good job of translating it when I just play it. But essentially what he's saying is, like, look, this is going to be for the people in La Raza, those Spanish-speaking folk out there who identify with that certain culture, our culture, that looked at the logo, that looked at this team and just don't vibe with it. That they're just like not with it. And we know a couple people like that. A lot of people.
My dad, my part of my family.
Which you know, well, I'm curious to see what he thought, his thoughts during, before, and after the match. Because you did take him for Father's Day at 619 Day, but here Kevin's saying that's what he hears, is like, this doesn't represent us. The colors don't represent us. And when I say us, I say like nosotros or nosotres.
Vosotros.
Which in itself is interesting. I was not expecting him to ask me, like, or us, like, when did we hear about Loyal? Because like, honestly, like, we didn't hear about Loyal until the actual unveiling. And that's, you know, why make it up with like, oh, we knew about this. We knew about Soccer City.
And I said I didn't get into San Diego Loyal, like, even after we were covering them.
Yeah.
I said, I was like, Tony, I don't know if we should like cover Loyal so much. And like, remember I had that like, you're like, no, like, give a chance, like, let's stick to it. Honestly, Loyal won me over, like, and I'm glad we stuck with them.
And that's the thing that we feel that this team can win people over. In part because sometimes, they speak and they do things because they are a business, they are a corporation, they are a crest that they have to be uphold to the standard. Yeah, exactly. But with that said, they do things that are pretty cool in that, you know, and selfishly, like letting us, two balls and a mic, into the practices and you know, ask some of the questions. You know, it's the coolest thing after a great match, just being on the field, talking with Landon, like, hey, dude, like, good game, dude. Like, this, good job. And, yeah.
You were ballsy as fuck.
Why?
With the clip. Are we going to show part of the vlog?
Yes.
Okay, because I'll bring it up when you go there.
Was it when he was at the Chavos and he went this one? I'm like, hey, good shit, Landon.
Not that, but the fact that you just walked on the field, like, te valió madre. Like, I didn't do that. Like,
but the game was over.
La neta te dio hueva subir las escaleras, like, after the game to go across.
Sweating. Like, I was a mess. Like, again,
because what I was doing, I was 85 minutes, me subía, I went all around, and then, like, tú te esperaste al último and you just went on the field.
Yeah, and that's actually where I got the footage.
See, no, and it was really good fucking footage. That's the thing. So I'm hoping, please let us keep doing that. These videos are helping you guys. People are watching. People are enjoying it.
Thank you for what you're letting.
Thank you,
so
Lord. Thank you.
So continuing with Presidente Kevin.
Por eso es una parte grande de porque aquí está Chavo, porque quisimos nosotros no nomás estar atrás y ver todo pasando. Esta es nuestra ciudad, esta es pasión.
I'm horrible at translating.
Really?
Dude. Yeah.
Again, pretty much going over the fact that, like, this is why they chose Chavo, because people identify with them, and this is who they are. They didn't want to just sit with idle hands, just sitting on their hands and not doing anything or getting involved. They wanted to get involved, and there was this window of opportunity for them to be involved in their own way. Again, letting them do things like this.
He did say, this is our city, and this is about passion.
Exactly.
Por nuestra ciudad. Y no se va nunca se va a sentir igual si lo haces en Los Ángeles, en Orange County. Si lo haces en tu propia ciudad, los cantos se sienten más bonitos.
Essentially, that's the meat and potatoes of it. Like, look, you can be a fan. You can cheer for an LAFC. You can cheer for an Orange County of Vegas. You can cheer for other teams away from wherever you are. But there's just nothing going to compare to how beautiful the chants and songs are going to feel. Not even sound, just feel when you're doing it for your hometown.
Think about your favorite European soccer team. Like, say you're a Barca fan, and you're like singing those chants that Barcelona fans sing.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that, but for Loyal, just feels 10 times better because you live here. These players live here. It's an experience like no other, honestly.
And the players are definitely feeling that. Just they feel the backing. We're gonna talk about the game itself. Just give it a second. Everything's leading up to it, right? Like, this is everything around it. That's so cool. Honestly, like, look.
All this was leading up to 619 Day.
619 Day, the big 619. They let us borrow and let us have one of the towels, the pride flag sitting in the middle.
I have a towel too.
We have the pride flag.
Oh yeah.
And then also the Chavos de Loyal shirts that they started to wear on 619 Day that I believe are going to be coming out soon. So check out their Instagram, Twitter, Instagram. Did I say Instagram, Twitter, Instagram? Probably.
Instagram, Twitter, Instagram.
Check that out for anything that might come out. Again, thank you for the Chavos. We're going to go ahead and do Chavos con Chelas. Not every week, but, we're going to try to do frequent visits with the guys and gals, maybe. So son los padrinos.
Las madrinas.
Las madrinas de Loyal.
They like that shit.
They really did.
You brought it up and they liked it.
Also, a couple of other
They gave you props. They're like, hey, like, props to you, because you giving us some really good ideas that we actually, like, implemented.
Good.
So
it's not my intention to, because, again, I don't want to be as involved as it may seem, because I like being and sitting in the back, like,
a fan
enjoying.
from afar. A fan from afar.
Yeah, exactly. But if I can contribute, like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
So this was that day leading up to 619 Day Saturday, Juneteenth. Neta, honestly, there was way too much too many things to celebrate. Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But like,
at least if you're in San Diego.
If you're in San Diego, you had the reopening weekend, I guess, at Petco Park as well.
Mm-hmm.
You had Juneteenth. It's Gay Pride Month, LGBT plus, and that entire community's month of observance. It should be 1 to 12 months. Same thing with Juneteenth, also on the Saturday. 619 Day, the birth of the club, the second anniversary of the birth of the club. So it was a pretty hefty day. Like, all together, I'm still feeling it today. Like, I have not recovered from that Saturday. Like, as soon as this camera turns off, I will pass out and just not wake up until tomorrow. But yeah, so let's go into
Saturday morning. Bitch Barkada came back, and everyone was so excited. I don't think Carl expected so many people to show up.
Carl, yeah.
These guys were ready. They brought Liquid
Death, bro. Shout out Liquid Death
for a lot of people, and I showed up a little late, and like around 9 a.m.
And you couldn't play, which is fine.
I couldn't play, yeah.
By the time you got there, I was already on the field.
Dude, so I was going to get there right at 8:30, but freaking Charlie thing came down and 20 minutes stuck right there down on my street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, dude. And I was the first one, so I couldn't back up.
That's
and then cars started backing up little by little. I had to go all the way to J Street to be able to cross Charlie.
Wait, so you didn't wait for the thing to go up? You had to go to another...
I had to back up in the middle of the street and then go...
That's the worst.
Yeah, dude.
It's okay you didn't miss anything exciting, because looking back at the footage, I did lose one game, which was the first game.
I thought you were going to say you lost a pound, too.
Probably, dude. I mean...
I got this 20 was already like...
Look at this action pose. Like, some of the action poses later in the video are not as good as
yeah,
they're not safe for work.
But honestly, a lot of people. I think it was like over 70 people there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So I mean, I think they're gonna start doing it every Saturday morning. That's
hopefully
every Saturday morning. again, if you don't know what Bridge Barkada is, which you all should know by now, we always mention him. It's retas 5-on-5 futsal, and it's pretty cool what they do, especially with a lot of people. It's either if you tie, both teams get out. If you win 1-0, you're out too. Apparently, you score at least 2 goals to stay in.
Because I mean, there's so many people, right? Like you need to get it out. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
you're getting on the field.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the game was over. It was good footage, and I have my construction vest for the game. Shout out to my father-in-law who works construction, and He
didn't tell you anything about that vest?
I mean, no. It's a you know who did? Young the Ryan, photographer for San Diego Loyal. Shout out Ryan. Tell you,
he gets
candles.
Amazing footage too.
Great foot. Like it's crazy how much better of not better, like just like, you know.
How do you think his camera costs?
An elite professional. Because like
también la cámara que tiene está chingona.
Yeah, no, the camera is obviously the camera is great and all, but like
he gets some really good shots.
We shoot the same shit sometimes, and then like I'll be looking at what he posts, and then like
this dude like runs, gets down, finds the angle and everything.
Wait, I do too. I was sweating. Like I was
did
everywhere.
See you running after the second goal. Like you hauled ass.
I did.
Like I told my sister, look, Tony's running.
Hell yeah.
And like dipped and like went up the stairs and ran them up, and then by the time you get to the top, there's people in front of you and you're like, okay, I can catch my breath right now.
So that was one of the times where I had to catch my breath. I actually had to go to the restroom like minute 30 in the first half, and I there should have been a Tony cam for the amount of walking and running I did. I covered more ground than the team itself, I think. From the parking lot to the parking lot
them
to
Phoenix
the stairs.
for sure, because they were shit.
También. So were their fans, except for one kid. One kid, as I was, again, we're skipping into 6's 1-9 dig, but it's fine. One kid that stopped me. He's like, "Hey, Tony," and like I was like,
"What?"
And I was walking from the bum.
Are you from work?
From the parking lot. I know. It's exactly what I thought. I'm like, this kid's from work. But I'm like, fuck are you wearing a Phoenix thing for? Like, and he's like, "Hey, Tony," because he goes with his 2 parents too. Like they were just waiting for the players to walk by. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like, I watch your content. Like, oh, hey, man. They're like, "Thank you, really appreciate it."
Give him a sticker.
Gave him a sticker. I'm like, "Hey, like, you know, I might not have some very good things to say about your team today, but hey, it's okay. It's all fun and games." So shout out to you. Other than that, all the Phoenix fans are quiet.
Not a very nice word.
I mean, quiet.
But yeah, going back to the beginning, Tony was playing. He was killing it.
I always kill it at these games. Like, not all at these games. It's just like people underestimate me.
I got some good footage. This guy's fucking cool.
This guy's fucking cool. This guy and his crew for South Bay, they also go all the way up to the hangar and play. I was very upset about that.
That guy's like, bitch, Tony.
I've been playing great the whole time. That's the one time. Okay. I'm going after the guy. You should have already been tracking down to goal.
True.
So,
very true.
Okay. All right.
I think he kind of knew too. It's like, I know what.
See, shout out to you. He was a very nice guy too.
That's the guy that DM'd you, right? Like he DM'd like
this one.
Craquinho ahí.
Look. I know.
Boom.
1,
Pase.
2.
Ay, güey. Chi Ronaldinho, güey.
I passed it to 2 guys. I'm like, fucking figure it out.
Aquí. Oh.
And the pass got there.
The pass got there. The pass got there. Ahí te cansaste, güey.
For our audio listeners, we're watching highlights of me at Bridge Barkada, and it's both funny. Like it's like I can dance and I can. It's funny.
I tell this to everyone anytime we're talking about Tony, because we talk about Tony all the time because everyone loves Tony. I tell him this guy is the most athletic big guy I've ever met. Like I give him props because he, even though I am losing weight right now, like he's still 10 times more athletic than me.
Oh, thank you, Chiba. It's absolutely true.
It is.
But yeah, so this was killing me though. Like it was 8 a.m.
It was really early. Guys, do it at 9, guys.
No, it's fine. It's part of it. Nothing better than a
morning session.
And I was locking down the defense at the end on that wing. There was one. He tried it again. No, guess what? That's the kid that scored on me. I'm like, ¿sabes qué? That's not fucking happening. Again, like Mayer did against the LA Galaxy, Maher. That
Maher.
Maher. That right winger just kept passing him. He took once, twice. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn my angles, and then didn't pass again. No siree. Hell no.
Otra vez.
But no, it was really fun. There was a lot of people.
Oh, somebody screenshot that. Like, güey, sácame de aquí, güey. Tap me out.
That's the thing too. Like, I can play forever. As tired as I am, I can play forever. But if I fucking suffer so much. So then we had said that
Ahí la cagaste.
La cagué. I fucked up and I destroyed a kid.
Ah, sí, te pasaste de mamá.
Oh, man. It's either the ball passes with the dude, right? I mean, I 1000%.
La lonja se te ve también.
Fuck
güey.
off. No se ve.
¿Cómo que no?
Hey, man. Wait, my lonja is like as close to the ground as my knee. But, I mean, in any case.
Pero no metieron gol, güey.
No metieron gol. I fucked up. I gave it to him on silver platter.
That same guy returned it to someone else.
Yeah. So I dropped him pretty hard again. You can see. I mean,
This guy was like, hey, that's a card, man.
again, any other gordito at this point, like, you already break his ankles and there's nowhere for him to go. Like, he's past me. He's legitimately past me.
That's a yellow card.
I mean, if the last defender too, it could have been a red card. Oops. I ate shit. That shit hurt in my back. But I'm like, you know what?
You fell, but he didn't.
But yeah, then he returned it to some other poor guy. Then we did the hit the pole challenge,
Which a lot of people lined up for.
a lot of people.
I don't
did.
think everyone knew what they were shooting at the pole for.
Yeah, no, which is fine. Like, we would have made it.
I should have
made it
left
work.
the camera right there.
Yep.
That was a really good angle.
Shout out to Weston. We have an action shot provided by Fordo Renzi.
And then Brandon also showed up and he was helping me out, and Paul as well. Then
Shout
Paul
out to all
started
these people.
interviewing for KPBS, right?
Yeah, KPBS was out there. Also, shout out to John Cross, who was at the Loyal Store, who was at Barkada, who was at the game shooting footage for an upcoming thing that he has planned. I don't want to say too much because it's not my thing to say. Este vato la voló, and we fucking put it almost at the freeway. Like,
Hasta yo me quedé, güey. Este güey.
look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Like,
The ball's over there, guys.
literally in the freeway. But no, that was fun. And then the kid eventually did end up, again, I don't want to,
This guy
the
right
video's
here.
there, right? Like, go watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
He ended up winning it. Chelsea Power. He ended up going to the game, tagged us.
I looked excited that he won.
Yeah.
How was the tailgate, by the way?
The not tailgate was great. Look, I mean, the players walk down and they say hi to everybody.
Shout out to Alan. You got your prediction right. As long as
Alan,
somebody in
Marissa.
the podcast community is getting predictions right, we're gonna be legit.
Yeah, exactly. So Alan predicted 2-1. Marissa predicted 2-1. Josh Peller also predicted 2-1.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I like
Josh.
Travis was like, oh, mine's a little more realistic.
It's fucking
6-0. I was like, oh,
Um,
Simone.
Shout out Josh, who was the poster boy for Loyal Reaction last home game when they did win 2, brought it back 2-1.
Yeah.
And oh my god.
El Tom Phillips.
Yeah, and then in this bum parking lot, we found out about Oakland Roots. Did you hear what happened with
Yeah,
Oakland
their
Roots?
field was shit.
Way, how the fuck
Yeah.
does that even happen? Like, how does that
Way.
happen?
It's their home opener.
Yeah, it's not like they didn't have like a fair warning or a fair amount of time. Like,
Their field.
Wait, go
like
the day
it looked like it
before.
was just like pinches pedazos
like a
puestos
patch,
over. Yeah.
like a flannel, like an old flannel, like the flannel Kurt Cobain was wearing when. Well, there
that
would have
fucking
been more
hill,
red.
huh? That fucking
Okay.
hill.
Oh my god.
Ah.
I love having behind the scenes access.
I told Ivan once, I was like, dude, you're gonna make us look like hella pounds up this hill, man.
It's the pinche hill.
Dude, that hill's fucking annoying, dude. Those stairs too. Oh
The
my
stairs.
god. That's why the tickets I got from my dad and my sister, like it wasn't that low, and it was like maybe like 3-4 steps down. I made sure I was like, fuck that.
Then you had the boys, the lads, getting pretty much a guard of honor from the locals and Chavos and the locals. Did they ever come together? This is the name. Los chavos locales or the local chavos. Like, it just makes sense. It's ambiguous. It could go both ways. Oh, yes, this is wonderful sound because they also had the Phoenix players walk by. Shout out to the local. Shout out to Thomas Blick, who always has great lines for the goalkeeper. This time around, he brought a box of condoms and said, "We're going in dry." Man. Again, construction. A construction
How come you
vest.
took that one?
Because the one you gave me was an XL.
No te cerraba así en la que se veía nomás.
Hey, man. You know, it would make me look like a beautiful butterfly from fucking A Bug's Life.
Well, that's the one they gave me. And it fits. I'm so happy it fits.
Oh.
Me lo iba a poner como tu babe acá.
Bibs, soccer bibs look like it makes me look like those Latan bras, sports bras.
But yeah, like I saw this part. This part was funny.
Let's see if I can.
I wonder how long he's had that box of condoms.
Tom, go ahead and answer that.
Please.
DM me. Just tell me on the Discord, like, show me. Don't show me.
No, please don't.
Please don't. But again, everything surrounding the actual event that was the game on the field, which is the most important thing on the field, but off the field, of course, there was really important things happening. The mayor, Mr. Todd Gloria, the first ever mayor of San Diego, who is gay, of color, maybe of color as well. But he's very important. He's a fantastic guy. Along with a couple of the city council people, proclaimed it to be 619 Day, officially San Diego Loyal Day, right, on 619, which is really cool. Literally, I was walking up and down. I saw Andrew walking, so I'm like, Andrew, like, can I walk with you and talk about this? Because you just received this from the city. Like, I'm a sucker for that type of things. Like, I like official seals, government seals. If there's like a pin that has like official San Diego logo or the crest, that's the seal. Like, I'm a sucker for that type of thing. Good
Really?
business, government official business cards with the official government. Oh man, there's nothing better.
I could not give two fucks about that shit.
What does it mean, man? Look at that. Really cool. 619 2021 will always be San Diego Royal 619 Day. Just one of those things about starting culture.
And
right?
I framed it too.
Finding a moment between the
Wow.
city and the team. That's what's special.
Absolutely, and I mean the mayor to come down and to hand this to you, the club that you've been working so hard
Right behind
for,
you, there was a
man.
proposal
We're gonna
happening.
hang that up.
It's got to go in the office because it's not just
That's why
me,
they're all
it's a team
cheering.
of people.
Thought they were cheering for me. So yeah, so they opened up the Pride
I've
section.
always wanted to see Big Scissors.
I was so happy about Big Scissors. Yes.
I've never seen Big Scissors like that. Like,
Wait, like, where do they get them? Do they work? Like, they did. They worked pretty well. They weren't gold.
I want to buy some for work now.
It's just a comically large like set of everything office supplies. Also, you guys are not gonna like okay. We're excited to talk about these things because we're allowed to do such things and are so cool to be behind the scenes and just be around the game that we love. And
I
just,
felt like hot shit going into the game, like with my dad, and my sister.
neta. Everybody was saying, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey,
Like some
Chiva."
people recognized me, and I was like, okay, like, and they were like, oh, like you think you're cool? I was like, fuck yeah, like I'm normally down there or something or over there.
That's actually the same thing that my girlfriend said when I took her.
Yeah,
Because she was like, "You're introduced me to a lot of people." Like, well, it'd be rude not to.
Yeah,
Just have
exactly,
you there. Like,
exactly,
hey,
yeah.
but you know what? Because estamos. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm trying to think why that's there. Why is that there? Why is that there? And it says Pornhub. Oh, era una goleada de alguien. Like somebody scored a bunch of goals on somebody else, and I was like, oh, you like this?
¿Qué pedo, güey?
Well, we're not like that on camera. It's not.
Oh, shit.
It's one minute. Oh shit.
That's fucking hilarious. We don't cut out any of our shit during the podcast, guys.
We don't. Anyway, woo! The mayor, giant scissors. Giant scissors.
Yeah, that show was dope.
Fantastic. I was already tired. It's the 4th minute. I'm already winded. Just going up and down the stairs.
I'm enjoying the game with my family. Tony calls me, I'm thirsty.
I told you. What a dick. Like,
I'm like,
thirsty.
okay, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Like, go right behind where you are. I wanted some of that
watching
lemonade
the game.
I told you at halftime. I told you before halftime.
I don't want to walk down the stairs and shit. You just didn't want to go up the stairs.
I just did not want to go up the stairs.
You lazy fuck.
But
I always go up the stairs.
But the game, what if I miss a goal? Some of the action. I hate you. Like, I was so upset. Like, really? Like, from there, just throw me.
You mentioned it too. Like,
ball.
I asked and like, me mandaron a la vez.
Me mandaste a la chingada, güey. Like,
Hey, I did not bother you when you were with your girlfriend. At all.
yeah, because you don't do that. I can bother you when it's your family. Family doesn't. You could have sent your sister.
No.
All right, so at this point, okay, we're actually starting to like go into the vlog and the portion of the actual game. So,
The analysis.
so you
what we're good at.
So well, yeah, but what were your like? What did you tell your dad? Right. So like your dad is a staunch like Liga MX. Like this is a
So like he starts watching the game. Like he's so frustrated that there's not a right winger. And that Merca has so much space to go up, and I tried telling, hey, you know what? It's probably them telling that because he's when we were losing, when we went 0-4, he was going up a lot.
Yeah,
and that's part of the reasons why we got scored on the counterattack, especially from the right side. And I was trying to tell him that, like, oh, like, I know I've been saying the same thing, like we need a right winger, but he told me like, oh man, because he's been watching every single EuroLeague game.
oh,
He's at home.
wait,
So he's like, from
in the-
watching Euro to this, he's like, I'm like, I know. It's USO. It's not even MLS, bro.
I was thinking about that too, because who was I watching? Like Austria versus
even
like
those games.
Turkey, like the Turkey, the worst team in the tournament.
Yeah.
Like some of their build-up play and some of their like, oh my god, it's like what the hell. But yeah,
But like he enjoyed the overall experience. I mean, I told him like, okay, like our best player is number 10, Guido. He's on the bench. He's not 100%. 77. He's fucking fast. He's from the MLS too. He's on loan. Number 7, pinche riflazo que tiene. Like, le tira bien cabrón la pelota. Then my sister was so excited, like, cause it's Pride Month, so she likes to celebrate all that. So she was so excited that Loyal are really into that.
yeah,
So they both had a really good time.
that's good, man. That's part of it, bringing people who are a little curious or.
And I wasn't the only one that brought family. I saw
Carl.
no
his family?
Carl
I saw
brought his
Carl
family,
family.
and then also Paul brought his brother and sister. So I would have taken my family into the supporters or close to the supporters section, but my dad likes to see the games like the middle and being able to see both sides good.
Yeah.
So that's why I got 103 tickets.
All right, so let's talk about it. So, obviously, starting 11 came out. As you said, Guido's still on the bench, but they started with Trey Muse in the back, Jack Metcalf, Josh Yaddo.
Defense stayed the same,
And
except for Elijah Martin started this time.
except for Elijah Martin, and that's what Trey Muse, halfway through the week leading up to this game, told me was, hey, like, which you were critical of, like, hey, he doesn't communicate with his back line,
Yeah.
doesn't this, he doesn't that. He actually acknowledged it, like, hey, like now we've had a couple games together. We've been building that chemistry, and you can really tell that he's getting and growing into his zone.
Yeah.
Even on the field, he's talking, he's making motions, he's talking with his defense, moving them
Like,
around.
no doubt of that. Like, he's a great goalkeeper, dude. Like, his
He
reflexes are fucking insane.
It's
Like,
it's
he's MLS
crazy
bound
what
for
he's
sure.
doing. He's
Like-
MLS bound. Like,
In a couple of years, he's gonna be the starting goalkeeper for the U.S. national team.
you heard it here first.
I'm gonna clip this and save it, like, for the rest of my life
for the rest of your life. And
until
send
he
it to him.
starts for the national.
Send it to Dave Muse, his pops on Twitter. Shout out.
You heard it
Dave-
here first, Dave.
Shout out Dave Muse. So Charlie Adams. Yeah.
My family was asking like, why are they booing the goalkeeper every time he makes it? And I'm like, no, they're not booing him. They're saying Muse.
Same
It does sound like a
Same
boo.
thing. My lady
Yeah.
asked me like, why do they boo? Like, and honestly, that's an American thing, because whenever there's anything that's close to that ooh sound,
They do it.
they do it. Like I was so confused. I'm like, why are they booing Kevin Kuzmanoff here at the San Diego Padres?
Kuz. Same thing with the Lakers. Kuzma.
I've never understood it. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds like a boo. Like,
Yeah, it does. It really
like
does.
I would be sad. Like, I'm like, why are they booing me? But again, Elijah Martin, Charlie Adams, Super Capitan, Colin Martin,
Who had a great fucking game.
fantastic game.
Like, dude,
Fantastic.
watching Colin live is
something else.
something
Like,
else,
he's-
honestly. The way
yeah.
he just controls the midfield is crazy.
You don't hear his name much. You don't,
And that's
fine. Same thing with Charlie.
Again, like, they're not as defensive when you want, like, a CDM. Like, Mike Canceli as a CDM is really defensive, but he can't move the ball. Like,
yeah.
Like a Busquets
Can't.
type
Yeah, he
stuff.
can't distribute the ball. He doesn't have that sense of like, okay, now I need to restart the play, and
But
has that
Colin
cool
just
composure.
knows, he has great vision. Like, he knows where to move the ball. He knows how to play it, when to dribble. Like, it's great. Jack Blake, again, like, it's he goes into, like, he starts out like in the right mid position, but then he just naturally moves into his natural position, which
Yeah.
is center attacking mid.
He just floats there.
And he's un crack, güey. Es un crack en esa posición, el vato.
And again, that's something that we're still kind of like, oh well, I guess right now if it works, it works, right? If it's working,
yeah.
let it
Yeah.
roll.
I do think Miguel Ibarra should not be starting right now. Like,
need to
he's
see
good,
more.
good presence on the field, pero I think, like, se le sacando las piernas, not to be fucked up, but Toomey's at a great level right now. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't even get playing time.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, Miguel Ibarra, like him next to Herzog, just like bothers me. Only for the fact that, like, I don't want to say that they're clumsy with the ball, but like the ball just ricochets and bounces in weird ways when both of those people are involved, or it's just one of them. Put them together on the same side and they float together.
Corey's
It's just
playing
like
more of like a center forward position type thing, having to
Behind.
drop back a little more behind Miguel Berry.
yeah,
It's clear they're playing a 4-4-2,
Mm-hmm.
but Herzog drops more so Miguel Berry doesn't have to. And he takes shots. That's the thing. And he tries doing, like, his IQ is great.
yeah.
His definition, like, when it comes to actually executing the play, sometimes not. It doesn't work. But as long as you're trying, and one of them is gonna end up falling in, man. I don't mind Herzog in the starting lineup. Also, his presence on the field is great.
And yeah, he's a leader on the pitch, and it's clear that his presence is needed on the field.
Yes.
And again, like I said, brings that experience and brings that different level to the team. And again, like if he's being disruptive, if he's being destructive wherever he is, not necessarily scoring goals, not necessarily anything else, but he's being very important, and good on you. Like, everybody, right? It started 0-4. The season started 0-4, so
Yeah.
very little to
But after
say.
that, they haven't lost a game.
Exactly, which is wild.
What is it? 2 ties, 2 wins?
2 ties, 2 wins. Yeah,
They're, yeah.
yeah.
2 wins.
2 wins,
2 ties.
2 ties. I mean,
Good shit.
tenemos la tecnología.
3 ties.
Yes.
Phoenix, Orange
that's right.
County, and
So yeah, we have it here. We have Phoenix 2-2, Orange County. Then we beat the Galaxy and beat Phoenix Rising. Is that it? Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because it was Louisville.
yeah, the last loss.
So
If we play Tacoma right now, okay, what games do we have coming up?
all right, okay,
Las
look at
Vegas
this.
Lights.
Las Vegas Lights this Friday.
I think Loyal might win that game, fucking 3-0.
Las Vegas Lights just lost their first game at home, so I think they're gonna win. They're gonna lose 2 in a row at home. San Diego Loyal versus Oakland Roots. We will
Paliza.
have. We
Paliza
will have.
también.
We will have tickets for that. You say it's gonna be.
It's a
an ass
Tuesday
whooping.
game. Tony, you brought up a good point before and has not mentioned it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a lot of shit talk, especially when we went to Orange County. Like, oh, like they have this nice facility and not a lot of fans in.
Yeah.
It was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I want to see how many fans show up on a Tuesday for a San Diego Loyal.
Tuesday night. Like, I'm thinking about it, man. Like, am I gonna go?
Yeah, like
I'll go. Like, well,
am I gonna go?
Te toca? Yeah, no, te toca. Yeah, it's your turn.
I went to 2 back-to-back though.
It's fine.
I wanna go to the second one, the Sacramento.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it. I'll go to the Cholos one.
I'm going to the. Oh no, I'll go to.
If you go, would you want to go media with
Cholos? I think that's something we can talk off the podcast.
But yeah, so that's coming up.
That's 4 straight home games. Holy shit.
Yeah, 4 straight. Because again, you started 4 straight away.
Like Jack Blake said it best. Like, hey, 7 out of 8 games.
Bato. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
5 straight home games. That's fucking great. That's gonna be a good 5. Like,
it's gonna be a great summer.
Weeks.
It's gonna be a great summer.
Yeah.
And you still play Phoenix one last time at home. So
yeah, that's gonna be great.
Right now the series is tied. They won one. We tied, and then San Diego Loyal got one back. So that's good. But going back into, the game itself, because there's a lot of talk about inside of the game, right? Like, wasn't like the Las Vegas match where the first half was boring or anything. 59.
Fuck that ref, man.
Yeah,
horrible.
Vale madre, güey.
Like horrible fucking
objectively
refing.
speaking, the calls went the way that they went, but USL refs are just
that was
terrible.
A good shot by Charlie Adams.
Really good shot by Charlie Adams. I thought it was gonna go in. This guy over here definitely thought it was gonna go in.
Time flies by when you're at the stadium.
It really does. Like, if you're thinking of like 90 minutes, like, oh fuck, 90 minutes. Your arms are getting smaller.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You know why?
Tony fucking hates it that I'm losing weight.
No, I don't hate it. Like, I just noticed it in random ways. Because, like, the black ink on the tattoo looks blacker. Because it's not as stretched out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good, I guess.
So it's like a brand new touch-up.
I do gotta touch it up, though. Like, I never went back to touch it up. That shit fucking hurts. I have a low pain tolerance.
Do you really?
I really do.
Yeah, no, I'm just a baby with it. But again, look. This is the thing that we didn't do. The San Diego Loyal did not do the entirety of last year. And now they're getting those same looks. They're getting similar chances. But the difference is, this one is Charlie Adams, right? But yeah you have Jack Blake.
But taking shots, we've always mentioned it. Take shots. Fucking shoot them all,
on top
man.
of the box. You have so much space. In that same space where San Diego Loyal usually leaves everybody open and lets them take a shot. No, you take a shot. Like, come on. Like, if anything, the way I see it, like, if anything, you're going to get the goalkeeper to cough up the ball, and Miguel Barrier comes in and taps the ball. Or you miss, or you knock. That's you knocking. Like, I shot the ball. This is exactly what this is. Charlie Adams, knock, 12 minutes in.
De primera también, güey.
Yeah,
he
first
didn't
time.
have to stop it.
First time. I really thought that was going in.
Taking shots, okay, you create a corner. That's another opportunity.
Exactly. You get something out of it. No Soapy Joe. Free car wash, but you get Rubio's.
That dip.
Yeah.
That dip right before he got to the goalkeeper. That's what did it.
Yep. So, we'll show it in a bit, but like,
Que tiene unos riflazos. By the way, you got the goal and the second goal, which was great.
I did get the second goal. This first goal, why didn't I? I mean, the camera, we have a GoPro. It's just too far away.
It did like happen out of nowhere too.
Yeah, true. And then, so this took everything into the 45th minute. By the way, shout out to the ball boys that worked Torero. One of the kids that was closest to the local side. Fantastic job. Second half, the jackass of the goalkeeper yelled at the kid.
What?
Because there was no ball behind him. But the ball went to the other side, and the kid had to go somewhere else. The kid was actually getting talked to by a loyal employee about something he had to do, wasn't doing. But he straight up yelled at the kid. And I was like, hey, hey, like,
you told
relax.
The
like, yeah. And when I say it's like,
at the fans.
Hey, like, I was like, no, the fans didn't notice. Like, it was like, I heard it there. I'm like, hey, man, like, you can't do that. Like,
it's a kid.
But again, media, so you can't. But
fan media.
Shut up.
Fan media. Fan media cuando nos conviene, güey.
There was a point that Carl actually took the picture of me with the ball. And it was like, hey, Tony, what are you doing with that ball? So that ball was actually behind the goal because it went behind for a goal kick. So I'm like, you know what? You're being a jackass. So I'm going to go get the ball and I'm going to put it close because I am media and I have to be impartial. I'll go ahead and place it on the field of play. Unfortunately, there's a giant gate that I can't go through. So I'll just walk over to where my equipment is and I'll just place it over here. I'm sorry if you have to walk over all the way over here to go get the ball and it's not next to your net, but that's why I placed it there. So that's what I was doing, Carl. I was just making sure that no child was yelled at again. So, you know, thank you.
Tony for mayor. Mayor. Tony for mayor.
For Jack Mayer? I wanted to get Todd Gloria for an interview, but he left and was doing like press box stuff. But
Yeah.
it would have been cool. We are going to get somebody in San Diego politics and San Diego soccer scene pretty soon. Maybe even our first guest in studio, like in studio.
Wow.
So yeah, so that was that. Then second half, right? So the first half, San Diego Loyal scored a goal, and that's the key to beat Phoenix. That's the key whenever they're going to win, is score early and try to hold on to it. Very similar storyline to the way it happened over in Phoenix, where, you know, Loyal went up 1-0, 2-0. It could have ended the same way almost.
It all away.
It almost could have ended the same way, but thankfully it didn't. Trey Muse, like Trey Muse is just something
Reflexes are
else.
fucking great.
I heard.
Everyone was dreading corner kicks, like
See,
when they were about to have a corner, because he just brought back bad memories.
So at this point is when I turned the camera.
Mm-hmm.
At this point is when I turned the camera, and let me see if I can put it exactly where it was. This is the first goal. Yay, goals! Yay, goals!
Gol.
Hooray, scoring!
Ah, ven, yo era el más prendido en el crowd, güey, la neta.
¿Neta?
Neta. Al último ya, like, cuando pasó todo el desmadre, I was like, fuck, Phoenix! Y había morritos around me. Me valió madre, güey.
Sí, güey.
I was like, fuck, Phoenix! A bunch of people, ha, 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 that guy, ha, ha. I was like, wasn't my guys. Oh, I'm going to say something right now, like.
Uh-oh.
So,
Rocky?
I think we started 0-4 and it's my fault.
Oh, shit, why?
You said you're superstitious about things. I am too. And those 4 games, I wore my San Diego Loyal hat to watch the games. You know, ganamos.
I told you.
And then the Las Vegas game, I wore my 2 balls in the mic.
Told you.
And we won. And then I wore it again for this game.
I told
and
you.
We won.
I told you. Yeah, it's true.
And
Like it's
I
only
wore it
crazy
for the
work.
Orange County one, and we didn't lose either.
Didn't lose. We got a point out of it. Positive.
Every
according to
time I've
Landon.
seen Loyal live, they don't lose.
Yeah. True.
So I think I should go
You're
to
the good
every
luck
single.
charm.
I should go to every single game.
Loyal, get him a ticket.
Or another press
Vegas.
pass. Or another press pass, bro.
Oh,
like how it was before.
yeah. Well,
Like we're
I
both
think-
backs, fully backs.
I think they querían la atención. They were
like
dos.
like
hopefully,
cabemos los
one of these
dos,
days.
you know. That way we can carpool.
I think I'm gonna have
save
to.
the environment.
I'm gonna have to start another podcast just
Yeah, I think
for the
so, dude.
excuse of, hey,
Hit up your Fox friends again, or the Bam
they're
Slam.
not called. They're not. Yeah, no, they're not.
Hit
called
up
that
Bam Slam podcast, and be like, hey, can I apply through your podcast, maybe?
yet. No.
Or maybe if they're Loyal, if you're watching this,
Make us official media.
well,
Like,
we're
we'll work with you.
we work really well together. Like, look at this, what we've made. To just have one of us there, it's not the same.
Plays it back for Ibarra.
Pobre Ibarra got taken out.
I would have been so pissed if he called the foul instead of Lili La Ventaja.
Right, but
Pero como
Hey.
está tan pendejo, no marcó falta el güey.
yeah, exactly. Like exactly, it's fucking
'Cause
referee.
that's a foul.
It's a foul in here in China, and
O dio Lili La
it's,
Ventaja. I don't remember.
let's see.
No, no marcó falta.
He just turned back
Like,
and looked at him like, "You're on the floor."
Adams. Blake, long range again.
arguably, like, that was really good timing because this is our video.
Yeah.
Like, arguably, I think this goal's better.
That view?
The goal.
Than the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But this isn't the goal that's going for for a week.
This was farther, too.
Yeah. But the other one's the goal that's up for goal of the week.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's right, Tony from the past.
Facts.
That's right, Construction Tony.
Tony,
yeah, I mean, that's
Tony
what,
from
that's
NASCO.
what happens. NASCO Tony, if everything went differently in my life. But no, like that's exactly what happens when you end up shooting the ball. You get rewarded for it. You get a rebound. You get something out of it. Like you get something. And when you have somebody like Jack with pinpoint accuracy, a great foot, great shot on him, that's what you get.
He has four goals outside the box already.
Yeah, he has 4 goals in 3 matches as well, which is insane.
Oh shit!
So he I mean, other than Guido, maybe like just like
Guido has a really good
pound
shot
for
too.
pound. No, but like pound for pound to be who's the best player in form right now.
I think Jack Blake is our go-to right now, just because
Yeah.
he's fully match fit.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. Like
But Guido's just a game changer.
he's
bro.
not match fit, but in 23
He's a game
minutes, like
changer.
he just changed
Like,
everything.
I think Guido's maybe like a 75-80% right now,
Yeah.
and he's a game changer still.
Yeah.
So 100% Guido is like, whoo.
But yeah, so that was that. Everything went wild. Pandemonium. Went over, asked Landon a couple questions. Those interviews are up on the vlog. They are also up on our Twitter. Should put them up on Instagram. Should work on that.
You didn't send me the videos.
I will.
Okay,
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
thank you. Any videos you have you want me to post, always send it to me.
Got it. And that goes for anybody. So yeah. So here we are, right? The standings. Phoenix Rising, 8 points on top. Still
No,
the big
16
cheese.
points.
16 points.
Yeah.
5. Sorry. 8 games played, 5 wins, 16
One
points.
draw, 2 losses, and both of those things were by San Diego Loyal.
Yes.
Landon said it best. We know how to play against Phoenix, and
Well, one of
and
them.
they
Yeah,
do.
one of them.
So the draw is against Loyal, and one of the losses.
One of the losses, yeah. So Orange County is playing good. They're a good team. They're an established team. All right. But the thing
can beat
about
them.
them, the
We
thing
can
about
beat them.
Orange County, though, is that they have 2 games in hand, right? So they still have 2 games to play. LA Galaxy has 9. San Diego Loyal has 9. Each are tied with 11 points. Goal differential here is what the difference is, maybe? Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because I think he
plus
used
4.
to be like head to head, according
Yeah.
to Allen, if I remember.
Yeah.
In that case, we should be on top because we beat Los Dos. But dude, 16 goals against for Loyal, and 7, 8, maybe 9 of those were in the first 4 games that we lost. Maybe 10 of those.
Have you heard about this MLS league, lower league?
MLS what?
The lower league that they're trying to make? They're trying to make a second division
Oh no.
through MLS,
Oh shit.
making it like a feeder team system into MLS. So it's like
That's what fucking USO is.
they don't like USL, apparently. Like it's the whole thing.
Oh,
Like vale madre.
no.
So that's the thing. If San Diego wants to remain independent and not join that
Yeah.
thing, like,
Hopefully.
I think that gives San Diego a better chance to get an MLS team. I don't know. Again, things
damn.
that like I'm probably gonna say the people on Twitter are gonna go after me like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Same thing with the stadium, which is why we're gonna have like I said, we're gonna have a local
Yeah.
person to speak sense into this, because I do not want to be attacked and mauled on Twitter ever again.
Oakland Roots with 4 points.
Oof.
They were gonna have their first home opener, and their
Valió
field's a
madre,
piece of
güey.
shit.
Valió madre. I was actually with Alan and Pete, who works at the front office, when Alan let us know, like,
Yeah.
this just happened over there. And we're like, what? Like the modular turf section? Like, I imagine, like,
How do you guys invest the time on your field instead of advertising those dope uniforms?
which are pretty dope.
You guys probably would have had a home game already.
Yeah, Marshawn, here. This is what I'm going to do. This is
What?
exactly what I'm going to do. Not on my personal one, through the podcast one. I don't want them actually coming out for me. And, hey, we have a Raiders defensive lineman. Carl Nassib is the first active NFL player to come out openly gay. Shout out to you. It lights up.
Yeah, it does.
Yay.
Can't really tell with all the light.
They're not
no,
clap-ons.
it's not.
Marshawn.
Lynch?
Yeah. Does he not have a Money Lynch? Sean Lynch? This you? This you? Yes, it is. I'm gonna follow you. Apparently, we don't follow him. And
Oh, because he's from Oakland.
and he's a part owner of Oakland Roots.
Interesting.
So what I'm gonna do?
This guy used to
is-
take shots of Henny before games.
and eat Skittles.
Yeah.
So we have Money Lynch,
Put some money on that field,
Hey.
bro.
Beast Mode.
Hey, Scooter.
Hey, hey Scooter. Hey Scooter.
Oh, shit.
Hey Beast Mode. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Your team, Oakland Roots, could use a Home Depot card. Gift card.
Tag Home Depot.
Oh, tag Home Depot. See, marketing genius, Chiva. I love it. Home Depot.
They don't have Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh, the Home
absolutely they
Depot.
Now I'm going to put the Home Depot Foundation because it's a charity case. Nah, it's fine. Home
Oh,
Depot.
shit.
Your team could use a Home Depot gift card to fix their modular turf issues. Best regards, us.
That tweet's everyone's gonna go crazy with that tweet, bro.
People are gonna see this and be like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" Like, not until people listen to this and be like, "Oh." Watch he responds like, "Hey, fool, what the fuck?" I don't know why he talks like a cholo,
Oh, I'm
but
so
he does.
excited. I just had a tweet about Urias
Uh-huh.
for the Dodgers, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna pick up my jersey after this.
Are you really? Ugh, gross,
I'm gonna wear it on the next episode
disgusting.
if it fits. It's a 3X. So
I really hope it fits.
I really
I'm
hope so.
cheering for you. But yeah, so this kill Tony. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
just so you guys know, Loyal are playing way better.
Yeah, I mean they are,
Straight up.
and
Straight up.
you got to give props where props is due. My question to Landon after was, hey, like, what are you gonna do to bring this type of energy and transfer it into away games? He was like, well, we've been playing better. We've gotten points. We've gotten this. I'm like, okay. Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, but like
Performance
wins.
over results, apparently.
Wins. Like, when are we getting wins on the road?
We have not won away, huh?
Have not won away.
Oh, hopefully on Friday.
I can see it though. I can
Yeah,
see
I
that.
can see it too.
I can definitely see that. So the last thing with this is like I wanna
La pelea.
la pelea, güey. So like,
Los madrazos.
hey, shout out to Grant Stoneman who came in for this I need a stat. Sean Kelly, like stat me.
On
probably
average, how many minutes does he get a
like
yellow
10
card?
yeah, I know, like 10 minutes combined in 2 games and with 2 yellow cards.
Probably less.
I think that's the
Like,
thing, right?
Tony got it on the vlog too. Like, Stoneman coming in, he's guaranteed a yellow card. He has 2 minutes. I told my dad the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was like, okay, like, I guarantee you this guy's getting a yellow card for sure. Especially if you have to kill time.
Exactly. And
Should have asked him, like, hey, man, what? So,
is that the plan?
is there something in Stoneman's contract
That
that he gets a
requires
bonus? requires him to get a yellow card every game.
Wait, again, I was tired.
It's tiring, huh?
It really is. So, was this it?
Yeah, right here.
All right, so it's right here. When these fools, when these vatos locos, and these essays.
These bandidos.
Fuck those fools.
You guys were not loudest at all.
Yeah, no, they were claiming that they were louder than all the San Diego
it's
fans.
after. It's after.
It's after this.
It's literally towards the end.
Here we go.
Right there.
There we go. All right. So first, this is how this started, right? So you have Trey Muse
Corner
with the
kick.
ball. Corner kick gets called.
Which Trey does.
So 6 minutes added. I was like, no,
From
not
from
again.
what? From just subs. That's fucking crazy.
Straight up.
Like it should have been at least 3 or max 3.
Shout out Tom Phillips. He just like the at Money Lynch. Hey, Beast Mode tweet. So ball goes out. Referee blows for a corner. Trey Muse gets the ball. Didn't hear it. Didn't hear the call. And then he does this, and he's already on a yellow.
Who starts wasting time in minute 64?
Right.
And then the ref wastes time like and other stuff.
So he kicks the ball away.
Players got heated.
They got heated.
Just wasting more time.
He was though. Jack Blake gets knocked down, just like a log. Okay, so here's the thing, right? This is what I was telling you. So if you look at Trey Muse, right, and what actually happens. So he kicks
he's
it
not paying attention.
right as the referee
Damn,
turns.
Asante's short.
Huh?
Asante's hella short.
Yeah, he is. He really is. But there's so
Like,
much
güey,
power
le
in his legs.
llega el codo al Trey Muse.
Sí, vato, también Trey Muse is a fucking giant,
Yeah.
bro. So he waits for the referee. I don't know if this is intentional to turn around, to start turning around, because you don't want to do as he's already turned around because he's going to turn back quickly. Just at the perfect time for him to kick the ball
Genius.
and just be in the blind spot of the goalkeeper. I mean, of the referee. And the referee's like, what? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I didn't see anything. What do you want him to do? The
Like,
shoving.
dude, you're not gonna get a second yellow
And then he
card for
walks
that.
away. Look at him. Look at him run. Ah!
Instead of trying to calm everything down.
No, like that's just poor refereeing. You let it get to this point. You have the other goalkeeper on your side. Like, Jesus.
That guy 15 had a fucking swollen eye at the end of the game.
Good. That's what you get for having a guy on your team named after a natural disaster. Flood. Dude named Flood. Phoenix in their period red.
Is this where Stoneman
colors.
got the yellow card? Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see it right now too. But again, very intense, very tense. Last 6 minutes of the game, and for good reason, right? I see the goalkeeper go up for a corner, just like the other time, and up. Here we go again.
There's the yellow card for Stoneman.
There's the yellow card for Stoneman, and good. Like, oh, I guess he saw it.
Yeah,
But la vale madre.
he did. It's because, dude, that's not a yellow card. Like,
It's not. It's like, just go over there. Give me the corner. Like, get away from me.
I was shitting bricks on that corner. Like, I was like, no,
Yeah.
not again.
But it was a good result, good match.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody who let us in and likes to listen to us and lets us talk loyal for an hour into your ear. So thank you for that. I think it's time to. I think we're just gonna close up with the Euros because I mean, want to talk Copa America? I don't really because look, Copa America is boring as fuck. There is nothing really going on up until the end of the tournament where it should be.
The fact that a tournament starts off and only 2 teams don't make the playoffs, the fuck is that?
Yeah, what kind of tournament is that? Like, those teams really, really have to suck, though. Like, really have to suck. So here we go, right? So here are... Oh, hey, Chiva.
Hey.
So for Copa America, right? All right, let's get into it. Argentina leads their group with Chile, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Bolivia. Argentina did just tie against Argentina. There's 5 games left.
Yeah, I think Argentina just beat Paraguay today, right? Like,
Let's check.
they played today. Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, they just beat Paraguay 1-0. And then on the other side of the bracket, of course, you have Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Venezuela, and Ecuador.
Peru beating Colombia 2-1.
But again,
But again, like it's Brazil. It's all Brazil.
it's all
Argentina.
Brazil, Argentina. That's why on both sides of the bracket.
Yeah,
like
Chile's not what it used to be for 2014.
Yeah.
Chile.
Yeah.
That was a good Chile. Uruguay is not really what it.
that's what she said.
Dun, dun. You see, that's the time you have to
Yeah.
use that one.
Not.
The good
Yeah.
Chile.
Yeah.
But Uruguay is not what it was either. So it's just Brazil, Argentina. That's going to be the final.
Yeah. It has
And
to
Brazil's going to take it.
be.
Like,
Yeah.
straight
I
up.
think Brazil's going to take it. Brazil's el equipo de mis amores.
Yep.
Do you call it Euro 2020? or I mean, I just call it the Euros, right? But like, I always type in like 2021. You know, even though it isn't.
Oh shit! So I didn't even realize that.
Really?
Yeah. So we missed match day 2 because it was during the week. Notable games to watch was Wales, Turkey.
What'd you call me?
Turkey sucks, like straight up. And
they really do.
Bell missed a penalty in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Ukraine's balling. Like, they're playing great.
They're playing really good. Again, North Macedonia, not really known for being powerhouses.
I think the strongest team, though, right now for this tournament, it's Italy.
Yeah, Italy is looking really good. Roberto Mancini
0 goals against.
Has turned that team around from not qualifying for the World Cup.
So since he took over, I think they're like 38 straight unbeaten games.
Yeah.
And the last 11 or 12 games, straight wins.
That's crazy.
890 minutes, I think, without conceding a goal.
It's really insane, like how well this Italy team looks. They look like an Italy team of old. They're just playing for fun. They have everything. They have a really good, solid defense. They have really good goalkeeper. They have a really good attack. Immobile, ¿cómo se llama? Oh my God, what's his name?
Who?
The other Italian striker.
Sirigu? No, wait, what are you talking about?
The goalkeeper. The other Italian attacker, the striker that they have, starts with a B.
I don't know.
Not Bernardeschi. Belotti. Belotti's really good. Belotti.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrea Belotti.
Belotti.
Who could have played for the U.S.
So, one of the great things about Mancini, that's a coach, right?
Yeah, Mancini, yeah.
He put in Sirigu in the last game. At the 89th minute, he subbed out Donnarumma because when he got called up to play for the World Cup in Italy, he played no minutes, and he does not want any of his players to experience that. So he's giving everyone minutes,
even if it's a minute.
Yeah,
and that's
and fans, players appreciate that.
Yeah,
and that's what makes a good relationship with the team. And this is crucial for national teams. I think it's even more chemistry than tactics, because when you play for your national team, you're playing for your country. You know, like, you're not playing for money. You're not playing this. You're playing for your fucking country to represent. That's why I love Piojo Herrera with Mexico. Piojo Herrera had the best chemistry I've ever seen with any selección.
Yeah.
Le jugaban con ganas. This is what Italy's happening. These players are playing like for Mancini, for the country, and you can tell, man. Like, I would not be surprised if Italy wins the Euros.
Me neither. I think they have a really good chance to go all the way, and the team is solid. There's a lot of solid teams in the Euros right now. But Italy, I mean, it's a pretty meh group with Wales, Switzerland, Turkey. Very meh. You know, I'm trying to look everybody else. I mean, Belgium, Denmark. So that was a wild game.
Yeah. So, first game, Denmark's first game after the game with the Eriksen incident. Still a bit emotional for them. But Belgium it's a powerhouse that should be dominating the games, and they are dominating, but they're not like trashing teams the way they should be. And none of the teams are, by the way. Yeah. So, which is telling me that all the other countries are, like, the level for other countries is increasing. Yeah. Which is great. But Belgium, again, they're close. They're scoring towards the end and barely winning their games. Because they're considered technically one of the dark horses, or one of the favorites, if not a dark horse, to win the Euros this year. But they're not. The way they're playing is not convincing me.
And I mean, like, it was a really good goal, and it's a very different team when you have De Bruyne coming off the bench.
Exactly.
Ese pinche vato, just best player midfielder in the world. Like, there's so many.
He came off the bench for this game, and then he scored and assisted, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, what else do you want from De Bruyne? Like, he's your best player at this point.
And that's the thing. People are not talking about Lukaku. Lukaku.
Best form he's ever been in.
This dude is just amazing right now. Like,
yeah,
you could put that thing. You could put him on the wing, and he just bodies people.
Yes,
like,
he does.
Just bodies people.
You want to know who the most underrated team in the Euros is?
Who?
Netherlands.
Really?
Netherlands.
Really? With Frank
These
de
guys
Boer.
are balling out. They're playing great. Denzel Dumfries is probably the biggest like player that's playing great right now. Like, you know when you see those young players and you're like, oh, that's the weekend is. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the way. Dumfries is probably bound to go to a really good team soon.
I mean, you just had Memphis Depay go over to Barcelona.
Yes.
So, I mean,
like officially, did you see Barca's new uniform?
oh my God, yes.
You didn't like it? I liked it.
What?
You didn't like it?
I mean,
I really liked it.
are we talking about the same disgusting thing that
That one.
you like that?
I really like it. It's different. I love different, dude.
No way.
I really
I
fucking
don't
like
like
it.
that at all. Like,
I know, dude. You're super traditional. You always want everything to be, dude. I like it.
as a first kit, no way.
Okay, no, like it's the same colors. It's a different style. I fuck with it, like straight up. Like, dude, if you got used to that fucking ugly ass 3 in the middle of your shirt.
Hey, the uniform itself was a solid color.
What
though.
about the one for next year?
It's disgusting.
Okay, yeah, that
It's
one is
gross.
that one is gross. Like,
I don't like it. Like,
but that one is badass. I like the new one for Barcelona,
I'm trying to find like
right there on the top left.
the top left. Yeah, no. I'm trying to find like
Oh,
like this, right?
yeah.
So like, out of these, people say like 2012 was bad. I don't think that was bad.
I don't like that one. I like the horizontal stripes one.
I don't not like it. But again, like everything is one idea. Like
I really like the new one.
we can
Like,
talk about the away kits and how fucking disgusting
They
those
always
have
have
been.
horrible away kids.
Disgusting
Like,
Barcelona.
really, really
Like,
bad away
it's
kids.
gross. Oh, I'm not gonna give
Barcelona
promotion to
podcast.
another podcast. Oh no!
Yeah, no, their away kids
Shout
are
out
horrible.
Unnamed Soccer Podcast. Shout out the local. Shout out Fairweather Podcast. Shout out El Morro Podcast.
Dylan.
Shout out Dylan Brito.
I'm moving on from
Moving on
Barca's
from this
great
disgusting
kit.
kits. Ugh.
A team that's disappointing is Croatia. Like these
Yeah.
guys
After talking
to
shit,
be defending, to be the runner-ups for the last World Cup.
Mhm.
They're not that great anymore. They are in third place with only 1 point because they tied and lost one.
Mhm.
So it's gonna get interesting how they do tomorrow because they play. Yeah, like I don't know what's going on with Croatia. It's not the same team anymore. Modric ya se le están sacando las piernas. England is so disappointing.
They're Mexico of Europe. I've always told this to people. England is the Mexico of Europe, where
I
you
like
like
that. That's
think
true.
you think soccer. You think, Mexico must be so great. That's the soccer's, and England invented the sport, so they must be fantastic. But
Yeah, no, like
they're always disappointing.
They're still a young team. Harry Kane is not doing what he needs to do in these Euros for other teams to be that interested in him.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, like dude, like he hasn't scored at all. Like you guys scored 1 goal in 2 games. It was Sterling that scored. I don't know what's going on with England, dude. And then France tied to Hungary.
Look, Hungary, actually, I watched the entire
Who won again?
Hungary versus Portugal game, and they lost 3-0. But
Yeah,
for
pero hasta el último.
85th, 86th, whenever
Yeah.
the goal happened, like, they were tied. They actually scored a goal that was disallowed. They were going to go up 1-0. It was in Budapest, Hungary, their hometown, the Puskás Arena. So
Mhm.
it was set for them to win that. But
Yeah, no,
they
it
were
was a
playing great.
tough game for France overall. Benzema, who really hasn't done much or nothing at all, like not proving his case or to get called up again, but he's still starting. And then you had a really good matchup, Germany versus Portugal. 4-2, 2 own goals by Portugal. I heard
Unfortunate.
that, and what I watched because we were at Barkada at the time.
Yeah.
Germany dominated though. Like without Ronaldo, I don't know what Portugal could do. Bruno Fernandes is in the shadow of Ronaldo right now. He's not able to do what he's been doing at Manchester United, which is a little upsetting. And then you have Cristiano Ronaldo just completely trashing Coca-Cola.
Like, it was $1 million move, billion-dollar move.
billion-dollar
like,
move.
It's crazy. $4 billion.
$4 billion.
Agua.
Agua.
That's all he said. Which is wild. Like, the fact that happened, and like, it's crazy the influence.
Buy the
that these
dip,
people
guys.
have.
Buy the dip.
Yeah, buy the dip, bro.
Oh, fucking Ronaldo, man. He said water, 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 man.
He's actually 2 goals away or 3 goals away from winning and being the all-time European goal-scoring leader in international play.
Crack, dude.
But again, he lost. His team lost. They didn't do that well. They got spanked by Germany, just destroyed by Germany.
And that gives Germany, it's a confidence boost, especially since they haven't had a good couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they're playing great, like, gives them a little bit of hope that they could fight for the title for this tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you had Spain, who can't score for shit, man. They've scored 1 goal. They've had so many chances. They can't do shit.
I actually talked shit to Miguel Berry about it because he walked in with his Fernando Torres, El Niño Torres Spain jersey to the match.
That was the good Spain.
I saw him after the game. I'm like, hey, like, what's up with
To España.
with España, vato? I was like, oh, like,
They need me there, man.
Imagine. That'd be so cool. But yeah, so Spain is nomás no levanta. It's not the Spain of old. It's not anywhere near like what they used to be. They tied against fucking
Poland.
Lewandowski
scored.
Lewandowski, yeah, and he was like, it's one of those places where like you can tell like it's just like one dude, like one quality dude, like Austria with Alaba and even Arnautovic, like it's not the same. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we have right now. Qualifying 2 teams.
Well, we had some games already for the last week.
Sorry.
Italy beat Wales. Wales again 1-0. Wales really got a red card.
Yeah.
Not doing much. Switzerland went 3-1. Shaqiri scored 2
Shaqiri's
goals.
playing really good.
So gave me really good points in my fantasy. I forgot to get the pie. He scored and assisted. Belgium dominant win 2-0 again towards the end. There was an own goal, and then Lukaku scored again. Denmark, an emotional game for Denmark.
Incredibly
Pulling
emotional.
it off, bro. Like, honestly, if somehow Denmark just happened to win it all, like, how great would that be? So, show that video right there. Go up. That video's hilarious. This guy, on one side you have Ronaldo moving shit, and then this coach from Russia. Russians don't give a fuck, guys. It's just like, well, like, I'm thirsty.
Honestly, I need to learn that technique of opening a bottle with another bottle.
I have a friend that can, like, what was it? A couple days ago, he just opened a beer, like, with a water bottle.
What?
Yeah, this guy opens it, like, shout out to you, Alan, my homie. He just opens everything, like.
Chivatos ebrios.
Oh, it's Borracho 101, dude.
Oh, boy. Not about that life, homie.
But yeah, Denmark winning 4-1, securing second place.
Yep.
With just 3 points.
Here's actually them finding out.
Yeah.
As they're on the pitch.
We can tell you have a performance as a young player like that.
They're like, I got no service.
And they're looking at a table. We can tell you have qualified. I know at half time I got myself into a bit of a muddle, but you definitely have qualified.
They're just refreshing a phone in the middle of the pitch.
How the swings were going in that group there was just incredible, wasn't it? Because
yeah, dude, like.
They were being actually technically correct.
Because Russia ended up beating Finland, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. Belgium beat Finland.
Okay,
no.
that's right.
No.
They beat Russia 4-1.
Yes.
And then in week 2, Russia actually beat Finland 1-0.
Yep. Exactly.
So that helped them out a lot.
Exactly. So tomorrow, or today, whenever you're listening to this, Croatia, Scotland. I mean, that's not really anything. Meh.
Czech Republic,
Croatia.
England. Like,
All right.
And then on Wednesday, we have Sweden, Poland, Slovakia, Spain at 9 a.m. And then we got Portugal, France.
That's going to be good.
Hopefully.
The destruction of Hungary by Germany for the first time since World War II.
Yeah. And then you got Germany versus Hungary.
So right now, as it stands, the only 6 teams that have qualified through are Wales, Denmark, Italy, Austria, Netherlands, and Belgium.
And Wales is playing Denmark. Italy's playing Austria. Netherlands to be determined.
TBD.
Belgium, TBD.
And then the other places too. But it should be a good round of 16 for the Euros. And
I think Denmark could go to the quarterfinals.
Straight dark horse. Like, it's one of those things in sports where, like, if it happens, it's gonna happen because it was just like, you just know it's written that it's gonna happen. I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, as the lay, it should be happen. It's what should happen.
And hopefully Eriksson just, if he's discharged, hopefully he gets to go lift the trophy.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was discharged, so he's good to go.
Nice, good. And then Italy is probably gonna beat Austria.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they should. They should. But the Italians have had a couple of matches that I think they wish they can have back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what we have for the days, I think.
Yeah, I mean, NBA playoffs, man. Like we said, we mentioned it. Not big. Like, we like basketball, but we're not pros and analytic.
There's too much soccer going on right now, guys, and football hasn't been activated. Basketball is happening. We'll talk about it. But hey, it is what it is. Thank you for listening. For whatever reason that it is that you listen.
And we'll get into baseball as it gets a little more intense.
Yeah, sticky stuff in baseball. That's the big thing right now.
Yeah,
162 games for that. So we're still a long ways to go. Shout out to Fierce Beats, which is exactly what you're listening to. Some of the beats that I also put on our vlogs come from Fierce Beats. As well as a copyrighted song that was left on this last vlog. But you know what? Screw it. It's all good.
We're not making money off of this either way. So shout out Tacos El Vaquero over on 3rd Avenue in front of 3 Ponytails. He is giving away Bad Bunny tickets for next year. So if you're interested in that, find out and nominate them for Restaurant of San Diego.
That's how you can get entries for your Bad Bunny concert tickets.
Let me pick.
All right. So appreciate everything, and be on the lookout for the next San Diego Loyal home ticket giveaway after the away match. Oakland Ruth is going to be here on a Tuesday, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for that.
You already know, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening. Deuces.